boxing? Boxers Make Boxing 3 Fight Night will take place at Pfizer Forum on Saturday, June 24th, featuring the top boxers in the Midwest. Don't miss out on this action-packed event. Buy your tickets today at PfizerForum.com to experience the ultimate fight night in Milwaukee with the best fighters in the region. Boxers Make Boxing 3 Fight Night at Pfizer Forum Saturday, June 24th. Tickets available at PfizerForum.com.
Here in Wisconsin, one name is synonymous with fantastic frozen pizza, Palermo's. For almost 60 years, Palermo's has focused on feeding Wisconsin families. And though Palermo's has grown a lot since 1964, they're still family-owned. They're still proud to call Milwaukee home. And they're still committed to making the best frozen pizza possible. From their new and improved rising crust pizzas to their guilt-free Primo thin pies, Palermo's has a delicious slice for every appetite. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer food aisle. Palermo's, flavor is our family's business.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde for Associated Bank. Show your Brewers pride everywhere you go with Brewers Checking, only from Associated Bank. Score exclusive perks like a one-of-a-kind Brewers Debit MasterCard 10% off at the team store, even express check-in at the Associated Bank gate. And if you want a VIP game day, the Associated Bank Power Alley is for everyone. Contact the Brewers ticket office to learn how you could treat your crew to a full buffet and private bar overlooking left center field. Brewers Checking. Learn more at associatedbank.com/brewers today. Member FDIC.
Cousin Subs is spicing things up this summer with 2 new limited-time only subs and a new shake flavor. Their new Sriracha Ranch subs feature your choice of chicken or steak, blue cheese crumbles, onions, pickles, Sriracha, and ranch dressing, all on Italian bread. And are sure to make your taste buds dance. And don't forget to pair your sub with their new cherry lime shake. All are available for a limited time only. So order yours today at any location, online, or via Cousins mobile app for a limited time only. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Look at all this space I have on my desk. Finally, no more clutter.
I know, right? Plus, now I can actually see everyone and talk to them whenever I want.
Would you stop trying to ask people if there are more doors or wheels in the world?
Speaking of wheels, these chairs, woo!
I've never been more comfortable at work.
Coakley Brothers and Brothers Interiors, the official moving and furniture provider of GKB Milwaukee.
Kevin Moret here from Mentality Men's Health. Guys, did you know that the stored belly fat reduces your free testosterone? The more the belly grows, the harder it is to drop, mostly because of the decrease in free T. It's a vicious cycle that men are losing, and unfortunately, everyone can see it. Mentality breaks that cycle with semaglutide, an industry-changing weight loss medication that can help you lose up to 15% of your body weight while preserving your testosterone. Join our over 20,000 clients to look and feel the way you deserve. In Milwaukee, go to lowtusa.com. That's lowtusa.com.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance. No matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto coverage at the right price. You'll also save up to 23% when you bundle auto with home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call.
Hey, this is Tony Smith. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. This summer is packed. 94.5 ESPN's Packed Summer Series kicks off with the return of Packed Lunch with Gabe Neitzel. Tune into ESPN Milwaukee's social media channels every day from June 12th through 16th for exclusive green and gold content. It's Packed Lunch with Gabe Neitzel, all week long starting at noon on ESPN Milwaukee's social channels. Baseball's most storied rivalry hits Beantown this weekend.
Tyler Falefa at the track, at the wall, gone! Devers gets call again!
On Saturday night, the Yankees visit the Red Sox looking to make ground in the AL East standings.
And he hits a high drive to left field. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. second deck. It's a Stantonian home run.
Coverage starts Saturday night at 5:30, right here on Milwaukee's home for the biggest national MLB games of the week. 94.5 ESPN. Hey, yeah! This is Homer and Tony.
Oh, baby!
You missed our Are You Better Guesser yesterday. It was about aliens.
Really?
The U.S. leads the world in UFO sightings. We were asking which country is second.
Russia, China,
China's third.
Japan,
Nope.
Switzerland,
No.
Mexico,
Oh my God.
Alabama.
Canada.
Oh, all right. Where's Alabama? I have been called bro by my grandson.
Oh, really?
And you know what I say when he says bro? Bro? The one thing I know I'm not.
Better smack that little fella and say, hey,
no.
put some respect on my
I don't
name.
know what it means. All I know is.
Doesn't mean grandpa.
I know what it means. It ain't me. Whatever it is, I'm no bro.
That's
is that
true.
Correct?
You ain't the bro. I ain't your bro.
I'm not a bro. Not gonna be a bro. I don't know if I was a bro.
I ain't your bro,
time.
little fella. Don't get smacked.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue. This is Homer and Tony.
In perfect harmony, guaranteed for the entire 2 hours because the Hall of Famer is on assignment. 1-800-990-3776. I give that to you in case you want to call in, and then also because I'm not sure if the phone works. It didn't work 2 days ago. Yesterday, it kind of worked with Tim Van Voren, Fox 6 Sports. Pebble?
As far as I know, they're working.
So maybe each day, do we need someone to call in so that we know the phones are working?
No, I called it myself, and I can see my number popping
We're good.
up. So, yep.
What have we stated is the most important thing on this show?
What Jordan Love says.
Yeah, but I said, and maybe we should make this a discount like a Twitter poll question. I think anything regarding a contract extension for Giannis, maybe we should put the discount liquor Twitter poll question. Homer wants to know which is more important. Any information about Giannis and his contract extension or anything that Jordan Love does or says. What do you think?
Sounds good to me. I'm putting it up right now.
All right. What do you think's going to win?
I'm going to say Giannis.
So, all right. But I have no new information on Giannis. But I do have information that we're giving away tickets. We don't give away anything. We don't have anything to give away. Now we're giving away tickets to Dave Matthews Band.
Correct. Dave Matthews Band, June 29th at Summerfest. We're giving a pair of tickets away every day between 2 and 4 from now until June 22nd.
How do we decide to do that?
How did we decide to do what? To do the giveaway contest? I was informed by our crack sales team that we will be giving away tickets on this show. So that's
I know, but can we do it? Can I just give them to my family?
No, not according to the ESPN Wisconsin contest.
Oh, I don't know what those rules are. So do we just? I'm a big believer in random calls.
Correct.
Because I don't think anybody should. Everybody should get. If you listen to this show, you're equal. Maybe if the people call in and say Homer sucks, then they can win just to prove that I don't care as long as you listen. So we will, unless I'm giving information that I'm in violation of something, we will do random caller. How high will that random caller be?
Well, actually, we have to do per the ESPN Wisconsin contest rules, Homer, we have to do a cue to call. So you have to pick a caller number.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Isn't that the same thing what I said, or did I not mention it?
You didn't mention it, no.
No, like caller number 10, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We don't call now because we're not doing it
Do
now.
we have to do it that way?
We have to do it that way, yes.
Oh.
Per the ESPN Wisconsin contest.
Okay, yeah, and I don't know those rules, and so I whatever I say, and we're doing that every day. The question is, how do I determine what caller number that will be?
That's any way you can do what you want. Yeah.
Well, you know what the answer to that is how nice I am to you and how honest you are. Because you know this, that I was a producer at one time, because it used to be you had to produce your own show. You did everything. All right, so they had told me, like, we have to do caller, well, the first time was caller 81 or something. You know what I did?
Took the very first call.
Nope, I didn't do that. I couldn't do that. I figured I got to kind of fake it. So I think I took caller 14. You know, you're caller number 1, you're caller number 19, you're caller 36, you're caller 72, you're caller 80. Because then they go, oh, and then you're caller 81. I'm not taking 81 calls. So before I say how big a number it is, I have to decide whether or not I can trust you to actually do that number.
Whatever number you say, Homer, I will do it.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
1,000. Caller number 1,000.
Well, you can do a caller 1,000, but
you're not doing caller number.
You probably
1,000.
wouldn't say 1,000. So
I will, just to prove that you won't do it. You get to pick what numbers, because to me, the larger the number, the better. Correct.
Correct.
But I'm not going to go. How high do you want me to go? What's the maximum that you would want me to go?
I'll say max is probably
25.
25.
All right. Okay. There'll be 25 and under. For the Dave Matthews Bands, don't call in right now, or go ahead and call in right now. You're not going to win anything, but you can call in just to practice. 1-800-990-3776. Whenever we get to that, Jason Wilde will be on in a little bit. I am also giving a leaderboard update brought to you by Pinehurst Resort. At Pinehurst, it's someone's U.S. Open every day. Visit pinehurst.com now to plan your stay. I'm shocked that they're doing advertising. Pinehurst. One of the great places in the country. You should go there. Have we ever advertised for Pinehurst before?
Not that I recall, no.
No, now it's part of the U.S. Open. I don't know if they're playing the U.S. Open at Pinehurst next year. There's got to be some reason for the connection. Anything else? We'll take that question, but we don't have anything on Giannis. So, you got any Jordan Love? I do not have any new information on Jordan Love. Do you have any Jordan Love comments?
We got plenty of Jordan Love comments over from yesterday when he appeared at his locker at the end of mandatory minicamp.
But that was before we couldn't. Yeah, we couldn't have him yesterday because we didn't.
Right, exactly. They didn't talk until about.
That was the last day of.
That was the last day of mandatory minicamp. Today's their team building exercise. I'm not sure what they're doing. Usually gets leaked out on Twitter what they're doing. But, he spoke at his locker, mentioned a couple different things, talked about how the offense has some versatility.
Yeah,
to it.
whatever he's got, let's fire away. The most important thing.
I mean, we have, like you said, we have running backs that can catch the ball in the backfield, run routes, things like that. We added a couple really fast tight ends. So just being able to stretch the field with them. And then, obviously, we have some really fast receivers, too. So it just... Like you said, it stresses defense, makes them, focus on everybody. At the same time, I don't think we have that one player that right now is like, oh, this is who we have to go to the ball or throw the ball to on maybe third down or things like that. So, defense might really not know who to focus on third downs, things like that. So I think that all ties in and will help us out.
So that is Jordan Love talking about the new offense, right?
Right. And talking about the versatility of the offense.
The versatility of the offense. And not having anybody to go to. That's a bad thing, actually. I don't think you can say that as a good thing.
Well, no, because according to him, he said the sky's the limit for the offense as well.
No, I mean, I think we got playmakers on offense. I think all the weapons we have at receiver and both tight end and then running back as well. We got guys that can make plays. They're catching the ball really well right now, and I think once everybody just gets rolling, gets comfortable with the offense, and being where they need to be every play, that the sky's the limit for us.
Sky is the limit. Okay, we agree. The sky's not the limit.
No. And finally, he talked about how he thinks his team will be really good. I don't know what the definition of really good is, but it'd be really good.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
I mean, I think we got a great team. I think we got a good offense, a young offense, and we have a lot of work to keep putting in, keep building together. And I think we have really good defense. That once we get everybody back and healthy, we'll be really good.
Okay. Now let me hear that last one again.
I mean, I think we got a great team. I think we got a good offense, a young offense, and we have a lot of work to keep putting in, keep building together. And I think we have really good defense. That once we get everybody back and healthy, we'll be really good.
I'm not going to do a discount liquor on what I think we got a great team. That's what Jordan Love says. Do you? I don't know if we ask. I don't know how many people will believe it. They don't have a great team. If I were Jordan Love, if you were Jordan Love, what would you say? You know what I'd say?
What's that?
I'd say we got a young team, and I'm telling you this right now. Write this down. We're going to surprise people. We're going to surprise people. Well, what does that mean? That's what I said. We're going to surprise people. You follow us during the year and mark down how many times we surprise you. And I'm saying, obviously, surprise in a good way. That's what I would say if I was Jordan Love versus I think we got a great team. I'm not saying that. Nobody believes it. And his teammates, I like it, but no. We are not a great team. But I can't say, I wouldn't say what Jordan Love said unless I come up with something better, and I got something better. We're a young team. We're going to surprise people. We are going to surprise people this year. Start marking them down every time we surprise you, and I'm talking about in a good way. Does that mean we're going to ask any follow-up question you want, Pebble? After I, as Jordan Love say, we're going to surprise people. You got any follow-up you want? Ask any question. Going to make the playoffs?
What's your definition of surprise people?
I'm letting you decide that. It's not necessarily going to surprise me based on my expectation, but I'm telling you, what's the year going to be?
By surprise people, do you mean win the division, make the playoffs, wild card, win the NFC Championship, Super Bowl?
Right. We always have those goals every year, but I'm not going to pick one specifically. I'm just telling you now that we will surprise you. Whatever you think about the team, whatever that is, we're going to surprise you in a positive way. Got any other questions there? What was your name again? Somebody said your name was Pebble. That's a strange name, but anyway.
Yeah, it was given to me.
It was given to you. Okay. Anything else?
No, not offhand. No.
All right. No, if you want somebody there, we're going to make playoffs. We're going to this. No, I'm not gonna. I'm telling you, we're going to surprise you in a positive way. So start keeping track. Jason Wilde. Wonder what he would say that Jordan Love should have said. Maybe he won't say should have said anything. This is what Jordan Love said, and it starts with, I think we got a great team. Play it again, Pebble.
I always laugh at that. I mean, to be...
All right, that was Matt LaFleur from yesterday.
That was Matt LaFleur.
I mean, I think we got a great team.
Yep.
I think we got a good offense, a young offense, and we have a lot of work to keep putting in, keep building together. And I think we have really good defense. That once we get everybody back and healthy, we'll be really good.
There you have it. I think we got a great team. He's going to carry that one for a while. Jason Wilde next.
Stay tuned. Packers reporter Jason Wilde has the latest from Titletown coming up next on Homer and Tony here on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand. Football Guy.
I don't care how irritated you are that Jesse did that. The fact that it led to your imitation of me is more than sufficient payoff.
Football Guy.
It's you.
Coming at it from different views.
Girls! I didn't know that I did that, but I guess I do.
Go to the grocery store. We'll stop at Fleet Farm.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Weekdays 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN. And available wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
Enjoy a world of street food fare in the largest tequila collection in town at Blue Bat Kitchen and Tequileria. Blue Bat is a destination for some of Milwaukee's best tacos, shareable appetizers, and margaritas in a fun environment right on the river in the historic 3rd Ward, serving up global flavors and good times 7 days a week. Blue Bat Kitchen will also turn your next party into a full-blown fiesta with an off-site catering taco bar. Visit Blue Bat Kitchen on Water Street or check out bluebatkitchen.com.
Experience the rebirth of an American treasure in Oconomowoc. The club at Lac La Belle is open. The redesigned course is one of Wisconsin's finest tracks at the heart of the Wisconsin Golf Trail. Named Best New Wisconsin Course in 2021 by Golf Digest. The club at Lac La Belle is open to the public 7 days a week. Schedule your tee time today at club@laclabelle.com. See what everyone is talking about. The club at Lac La Belle is a place to experience over and over again. Go to club@laclabelle.com to start your journey.
Kessler's is famous
nationwide for diamond engagement rings.
But what most people don't know
is that Kessler's is equally amazing at wedding bands.
Engagement rings come in thousands of styles.
But not all engagement rings come with a matching wedding band.
No problem.
No problem. No problem.
You heard the part about equally amazing wedding bands, right?
That's real. We are amazing at wedding bands.
We have a wedding band that is going to look fantastic.
Fantabulous.
Incomprehensibly good.
With your engagement ring.
It's going to look really good.
Ricky.
I prefer Rick.
You need to work with us.
Yeah, Ricky. Work with us.
Seriously, you're going to be extremely happy with what you find at Kessler's. Our sales associates are good at helping you find the perfect wedding band.
Much better, Ricky.
I prefer Rick.
Yeah, Ricky. Much better. Welcome to Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
So, I have a question for all you guys out there. Why is it that I see you hauling all kinds of stuff in your trucks? Lumber, ATVs, furniture, and everything is strapped down tight. Except you. I mean, come on, fellas. You're just as important as your buddy's blue plaid sofa. Buckle up.
Pickups rock. They also roll. Buckle up in your truck and arrive alive. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation.
Over the past year, we've been hard at work improving our sales processes, expanding and remodeling our facilities, investing in new technology, and continuing our commitment to serve our customers, employees, and community. That's why at Boucher, when our customers leave the dealership, we hope we've made a customer for life. Whether you're in need of a new vehicle, are stopping in for routine maintenance, or are in need of collision work, we will be here to help. With 20 locations throughout southeastern Wisconsin and 30 brands, we've got thousands of new and used vehicles for you to choose from. Our dedicated employees have been named a 2022 top workplace for the past 11 years, and we always have been and will continue to be family-owned and operated. Proud to be your Wisconsin family dealership group since 1977. Visit us today at Boucher.com.
Jason Wilde is brought to you by Boucher Automotive, where we ride with you every mile. 18 dealerships, 15 brands, and thousands of vehicles in stock. Check them out at Boucher.com.
Everybody should get information about the Green Bay Packers from Jason Wilde every day of the year. Everybody on the planet Earth. We do our part. 94.5. And especially when we have comments from Jordan Love that I wonder if that's what he should have said or what I would have said if I were Jordan Love being given a question about this upcoming season. Jason, good afternoon.
Hello, Falcon. How are you?
I'm fine. For those who don't know, Falcon was my original name in radio back in 1980.
Yeah, I gave it to yourself.
Yeah, because the guy who taught me radio, Captain Whammo, said radio people should have a nickname. And I said...
Captain Whammo is my favorite part of it.
Yeah, he's a legendary Chicago... he was actually in Milwaukee, I think, for a day. He worked at some station. He was Tom Jones then.
Captain Whammo has a much better ring.
Much better.
Right.
In fact, I might get the tape, his audition tape that he gave me once from Captain Whammo. You're on the Whammo line! But anyway, all right. Back to, this is what Jordan Love say. We only have to play like the first sentence.
I mean, I think we got a great team. I think
All right,
we got
stop.
a good offense, a young offense.
I think we got a great team. And I said, I don't think Jordan Love should have said that. He's gonna live with that. And he didn't have to. Jason, should he have said that? I think we got a great team.
No, I mean, nobody thinks he actually thinks that, right? Like, when he uses the word great, he's using it the way, I don't want to sound like a curmudgeonly old man.
Yeah, try it.
But he's not using it in terms of great, like the 85 Bears or the, the 49ers of the 80s or the Steelers of the 70s.
I agree with you.
So, I mean...
But if they're 2-5, you think people are going to play it? Do you think we're going to hear that comment from Jordan Love again this season?
No. No, we're not.
Wow.
We're never going to hear it again. That's it. I mean, maybe you'll play it, but I don't think it's the statement that he made that deserves the attention of he said they were going to be great, and hey, they're 2-5. They ain't great at all.
Yeah.
Like I think what'll be interesting, and I don't know if it's in that answer or a different one because he talked for a long time yesterday, but somewhere in there he talked about how much talent they have and how many weapons they have on offense, and for my money, while I'm not willing to say they don't have a lot of talent on offense. Talent alone is not sufficient for success. You have to know you can be a talented guy, but if you don't know what the hell you're doing, or if you don't stay healthy, which both their number one and their number two wide receiver, no matter how you want to slice them, both had injury issues a year ago. It doesn't matter how talented you are. If you don't know what you're doing or you can't stay on the field, that talent doesn't take you very far. And so he may be right about how talented they might be, but whether or not that will translate to success in 2023, I'm not willing to climb out onto a very creaky limb. Now, I know there's a lot of Packers fans basking in the optimism of potential and off-season excitement, and God bless them, go ahead. That you have every right to do that. I don't begrudge you.
I would disagree with your percentages. I think that's the minority.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, all right. What do you think? You believe that the Packer fans are
I think I said something effective, basking in the optimism of the offseason and potential. We asked the question this morning. Let me read. And I know, even as much as you love Twitter, that Twitter itself is not the end-all, be-all.
No, you factor in a certain negativity regarding Twitter response.
Well, in that case, then you should feel even better about the responses to this. So the quote that we kind of seized upon on our show was him saying that the sky's the limit for this team.
Yeah.
Now, in my opinion, that there must be pretty low cloud cover. But,
no, it's just made. It's not true. The sky is not the limit. But
I'm just telling you what he said.
I know. I'm telling you, he can say it all he wants. He can say, the sun's made of cheese. That doesn't mean it is.
I said, what is the biggest reason you agree with QB1? Okay? And the responses I got. Now, this was all prompted by my buddy, the Packer Ranter, who had posted a GIF of something from the Big Lebowski about how I was dragging negative energy into the tournament. And I said, I didn't think that was that negative. But his response was, you weren't. You've been consistent in your pragmatism all offseason. Okay? I think I've been realistic. I've not been Debbie Downer. I've not been Johnny Positivity. I also believe that if these guys have as much talent as the Packers think and as much as Jordan Love thinks they have, then I think they can be pretty damn good in 2024. But I don't believe they're going to be good this year. I think they're going to be sub 500. Maybe if things go their way, they're able to be a 500 team or better. Okay? But the positivity that comes from the responses here, Mike, his connection with his receivers, his understanding of the offense, the speed of the offense, good offensive line, above par running game, solid defense. Packers will win the division. At worst, get a wild card spot. This team is better than it was a year ago. Okay, there's some. Team chemistry. There seems to be an entirely different vibe this season, Matt said. Tyler, full season of Bakhtiari, Jenkins, Watson, Stokes, Gary healthy. Top 5 running back duo. Big question is how the safeties will hold up. But the Packers have studs at most of the key positions. If Joe Barry lets his guys play to their strengths, they can win a lot of games with their schedule. Like, I'm telling you,
well,
there's a lot of options.
Well, no, because all of that doesn't count. I don't count any of that. Because it doesn't mean anything. You have to find out what record they believe the Packers will have. That's all. That's the only fact that matters. All this other stuff, well, we believe. No. Yeah, if you believe, fine. But if you then say that and then you pick the Packers to be 7-10, right, it's all crap, correct? The only way to know the positivity of Packer fans is how many games they believe the Packers are going to win, right?
I guess.
All the other stuff, anybody can say it. You know, I think they might have. They're going to be good this year because they might have the best offensive line in the history of the in the NFL. Well, how many games do you think they're going to win? 7. Oh, okay. Well, then
this team feels loose and relaxed, like a dark cloud has been lifted off the entire organization.
Right. Yes, but does it mean they're going to win more games? That's my point. It's what I want to know. How many games you think they're going to win? That tells me what you believe in this team this year. Everything else is crap. Or not that. It's secondary. Right?
I'm gonna pull it right now for you.
I want to know. And because we've got ways, you can make money if you can pick them to win anything from 5 to 9. Just like anybody that says you're negative, they can say whatever they want. You're just looking at all the factors. You think this team wins 6 games. You might also think some of those things people said, right?
I think a lot of things.
Yeah.
But one of the things I think is that they're going to be. I think that they are. I personally think they are doing what the Bears did a year ago, except they've already poured some of the foundation with young players that they already have on their team. They cleared a bunch of cap space by moving on from Rodgers and taking the hit this year.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to have cap space to spend next offseason. They're going to move on from Bakhtiari and move Jenkins to left tackle. I don't know what's going to happen with Aaron Jones. I personally hope he's back. I enjoy covering him. But they're going to have money to spend, and if they're right in their evaluations of the draft classes of the last 2 years and this current draft class, then they got a chance to have a ton of talent on their team in 2024. So when I pick them to go 6-11 this year, it doesn't mean that the following season I don't think they're capable of going 11-6 or 12-5.
Right.
Like, even if you look back on the Rodgers transition, and I always point out that in 2008 they went 6-10. Well, guess what? In 2009 they went 11-5.
Yes.
So I am not a pessimist for their long-term future. Now, I reserve the right to change my expectations for 24 if Jordan Love is worse than I expect him to be, or if we find out that some of these picks are, the Jake Sternberger, Amari Rodgers type of picks.
Oh, by the way, can you check Sternberger? He's apparently doing pretty well. I don't know, what league is he in? XFL, USFL?
Yeah, I don't know which one he's in, but he's definitely. I saw some highlights of him playing in one of those quasi leagues.
Back to your comment.
Yeah, but
that doesn't change this year.
No, it's not for me.
Now, of all those comments you heard from those people, which one do you agree with the most? Though it doesn't necessarily guarantee any necessary wins. It's like, do you think there's what is the thing, like there's a everything's loose now and there's a energy or whatever. Can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, there's a cloud has been lifted. I mean, look, I will continue to maintain this. There are people that, and there were times where he did it to me as well, but there are people that Aaron Rodgers rubbed the wrong way to such a degree that they are 1,000% convinced that this team is far better off without him than they were with him. And I don't fully subscribe to that. I do think that Jordan Love will be nicer to his teammates and more thoughtful. I think he'll have more of the Dick Bennett servant mentality as a teammate. But it doesn't matter if he stinks or if he's just meh. I don't care if you think you can win with defense, special teams, and a running game. I don't think that's sustainable in the NFL in 2023. So he's got to be good, too. And I don't know if he's going to be good or not. And that's what I've been saying for months. We can all, 2 days ago, we're talking about the wild throw he made. Today, we can talk about yesterday and how he threw a pick to Devondre Campbell in a half-speed period and a pick to Jair Alexander in the 2-minute drill. I don't know how good he's going to be. And so the idea of, God, they're so much better off without that jackass Aaron Rodgers, I just can't get on board with.
No, I don't agree with that. I think they're
and it goes back to what we talked about yesterday, you and I, and what John Anderson said. I am between Favre broke his thumb in '99 and he broke his thumb in '03. And his numbers were poor. He threw a bunch of interceptions both those years. But everyone lauded him for, God, what an Iron Man, what a competitor, what kind of quarterback doesn't miss a single game when he breaks his thumb. And when Rodgers does it, we're being criticized for not being critical enough of him. I didn't see a whole lot of people giving him the benefit of the doubt with the broken thumb last year. Certainly not to the degree that Brett Favre was given the benefit of the doubt in those 2 seasons that he played with a broken thumb. So, again, he rubs a lot of people the wrong way.
Yeah.
I get that. But if he doesn't suffer a major injury in Detroit or in New York this year, I think he's going to be really good. And I think we're going to be sitting there going, wow, okay. Just like Favre in 2009 in Minnesota, we're going to be talking about how, looks like he's not washed up after all.
Right, and it ended up being okay because the Packers got good with Rodgers right away. All right, I have one final club. This is what I stated yesterday, and Pebble did a great job of using it for the promo of the show. Homer, do you think the Packers can win a Super Bowl with Jordan Love? Yes, I do. Do you think their current general manager is good enough to have a team strong enough to win with Jordan Love? I do not.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. So, can you read that to me again?
Homer, do you think the Packers can win a Super Bowl with Jordan Love? Yes, I do. That is he a quarterback good enough to win a Super Bowl? But do I think their current general manager is good enough to have a team strong enough to win with Jordan Love? I do not.
Okay, so that means that you think, because you know that there have been quarterbacks that were not Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
Correct.
Or anything.
Yes.
That won Super Bowls because they played well, but they had a really good team around them. And you think Jordan Love's good enough to do that, but you don't think Jordan Love's good enough to carry what they have on their team currently to a Super Bowl title?
Exactly, and I question whether or not Goody's good enough to ever give him a team. Not just this year.
Well, I'll just say this, because, there's a lot of people excited about Luke Musgrave. There's certainly lots of people that are excited about Watson and Dobbs in year 2. There's certainly a lot of people about Lucas Van Ness. I still was not willing to call Rashawn Gary an elite pass rusher yet at the time of his injury. There are other people who do believe that. But if Brian Gutekunst's track record with the draft from 21, 22, 23 here is better than what it was for 18, 19, 20, then he will probably have given Jordan Love a good enough team to win with, yes.
Okay. Thanks, Jason.
All right, Homer. Take care. Be good.
Jason Woolley, all Packers all the time. And we can't do, in determining whether it is the position of this show, but the only thing that matters regarding your thoughts about the Green Bay Packers next season is what, Pebble?
What do you think the record's going to be?
Yes. I mean, we'll discuss the other stuff, which can reflect on what you think the record might be in the future, or if they can get to a Super Bowl, Jordan Love would. But as far as, well, no. Anything you make and have an opinion about the team has to be followed with the record that you pick them, because that tells me the importance of your opinion about whatever you chose. Jordan Love stinks. And I think the record's going to be like
11-6.
A low Larry, 4. Or is it Brett and Tosa, 3? But if they say Jordan Love stinks and they're going to win 10 games, all right. It's a whole different story. You therefore then believe that he's not going to stink that much, or the rest of the team is so good that they can go 10-7 because they have 17 games. So say whatever you want, but you got to add a damn record to it so that we can judge how important you believe that opinion is. Have I made myself clear?
Crystal clear.
1-800-990-3776. I think we got a great team. Sky's the limit. And Jason says people won't use it. They have a bad year. I think it'll be like Sal Bando. Paul Molitor, just a DH. 1-800-990-3776. Say whatever you want about the Green Bay Packers. In whatever. Aaron Rodgers, offense, defense. But you need to give the record so that we can figure out how important that really is. Not based on what you say, but the wins and losses tell us how important you think it is. Next.
You're listening to Homer and Tony.
My grandfather worked for Bovard, which was an oil supply company.
Okay.
He was the smart member of the family, so smart he thought the crossword puzzles at the New York Times were too easy, so he had to find harder ones. And my older brother got all his genes and got a PhD in astrophysics.
You didn't get
at
any, you're saying?
Not many.
You got a couple.
I got a couple
cells.
But he got them all.
You got a lot?
Yeah. Yes. That's when they looked at me and go, what happened to you?
On 94.5 ESPN and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde for Associated Bank. Show your Brewers pride everywhere you go with Brewers Checking, only from Associated Bank. Score exclusive perks like a one-of-a-kind Brewers Debit MasterCard 10% off at the team store, even express check-in at the Associated Bank gate. And if you want a VIP game day, the Associated Bank Power Alley is for everyone. Contact the Brewers ticket office to learn how you could treat your crew to a full buffet and private bar overlooking left center field. Brewers Checking. Learn more at AssociatedBank.com/Brewers today. Member FDIC.
There's only one place in Milwaukee where every day of the year, dreams and reality get together for a great time. Where you can walk in a player and walk out a winner. That place, Potawatomi Casino Hotel. With fantastic dining, gaming, sports betting, a luxurious hotel, and endless ways to win, the excitement never stops. The only thing missing is you. Your win is waiting. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Visit our website to learn more. Must be 21 to enter casino.
Oh, I cracked the hull of my new ski boat today.
Oh my gosh, why'd you do that?
It's not like I was trying to do it, you know.
Sorry, that's rough, my bad, bro. Did anyone witness this epic fail?
Yes, there's videos galore, and now I'm a meme.
Accidents don't just happen in sea shanties, so Progressive Boat Insurance has you covered. Take as little as 4 minutes to see what you can save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Covered subject to policy terms and not available for all boats or in all situations.
Kelley Blue Book is the one-stop shop for pricing, fixing, selling, and instant cash offering. Instant cash offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Woohoo! Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the its, KBB.com.
Mulligan's Irish Pub and Grill in Franklin provides the comfort of an Irish pub with the exciting atmosphere of a sports bar. Locally owned and operated, Mulligan's has 21 HD TVs for you to watch all the big games. Try their award-winning food, including Milwaukee's best chili, Irish lamb stew, and pub specialties. Enjoy the outdoor patio this summer at Mulligan's, voted Milwaukee's best happy hour and best Irish pub. A fun place to be on game day or any day. It's Mulligan's Irish Pub and Grill on 27th Street in Franklin, where everyone gets an extra stroke.
Woo! I am thirsty today. Definitely going to need a cold one. There's the one. This week we're going with Hillsborough Brewing Company. I've got a snappy IPA in hand. Head brewmaster Dave is going to tell me why it's his favorite beer from Hillsborough.
We brew about 2,500 barrels of beer a year, and my favorite one is the Snappy IPA, which features Citra hops and very drinkable 7% alcohol, and it's a great summer beer, easy to take with you to the beach or the ballpark, and just a fantastic drinking IPA. I think our beers are quite approachable. They're not far out there and crazy. They're very drinkable and they're at a very competitive price.
Thanks again to Dave from Hillsborough Brewing Company for giving us all the insight on the Snappy IPA. Especially that summer is here. Remember, the fridge should always be stocked.
Find Dad's Day deals that won't be beat this Father's Day at Fleet Farm. This week, take 25% off select Under Armour apparel and footwear for the family. Or get a Bighorn Greystone pellet grill for just $279.99. Plus, if you find a lower price, we'll match it. We have what you need for everyday life at new, lower prices. Fleet Farm.
Marquette superstars Dwayne Wade and Travis Diener will battle this summer. Wade versus Diener, champions for literacy. 3 days of events, July 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Specifically, you can golf alongside the stars at the Bog in Saukville on the 24th, a day full of food, fun events, and golf, all while funding local youth literacy projects. Yeah. Learn more at wadeversusdiener.givesmart.com. wadeversusdiener.givesmart.com.
You're listening to Homer and Tony on 94.5 ESPN and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Feel free to call in and say whatever you want about the Green Bay Packers this season. But don't be sending me stuff without the record.
We got a few things here to the ESPN Milwaukee Talking text line, Homer, 800-990-3776.
1-800-990-3776.
From Dan in Tosa, says, Homer's taking receipts. I love it. From Dan in Tosa.
What's that mean?
Means you're taking receipts of what Jordan Love is saying to use later on in case he's wrong.
No, or if he's right.
Colin in Waukesha tweets or texts in, says 0 to 4 wins equals bad season, 5 to 8 wins equals my expectations, 9+ wins equal oh baby, love is the guy.
5 to 8, that doesn't count. I want to know how many games. Well, you know what? Homer wants to know how many games. You know what, Pebble? They're going to go somewhere between 2 and 16. The number of wins.
And from Todd and Gurney, he says, I've never expected them to be better than last year in Love's first year, but I would rather watch a team I would like to root for other than rooting for an arrogant jerk. I'm excited to watch the development of Jordan Love, even though I know it could go south. I lived through the 80s. That's from Todd and Gurney.
Fine, and then finish with what? What's he got to finish with? I don't even want you to read them if they don't have a record on them.
The record.
Yes. I got these on... This is the guy on Twitter. My personal opinion is that 8-9 is going to win the division. You know what that is, Pebble? Crap! What does that have to do with anything? Why would you do that? You know what? My personal opinion is that Buffalo is going to win 13 games. The hell does that have to do with anything? We're talking about the Green Bay Packers this upcoming season and what Packer fans actually believe. Currently, 41% of the fans think they have a winning record. Poll is still early, though. Yeah, if it ends up, I don't know, that I don't think Packer fans are that optimistic, and I'm not going to allow people to say they are optimistic. But, again, what is optimistic? I don't know. I want to know how many games the Packer fans think
You're
they're going to win.
listening to Homer and Tony on 94.
You are. Thanks. I don't mention that enough.
Yeah, and then also from the 262, he says, I think they're going to have a better record than last year, but doesn't give what the record's going to be.
Right. Okay, that means they're going to win at least 9 games. Well, pick 9, pick 10, pick 11. Pick whatever you want. Like even Jason. How many games do you believe the Packers will win? 11 or more, 9 or 10, 7 or 8, 6 or fewer. I don't even like that poll. I need the exact number. So I've got 4 choices. All right? You need to have 4 or under, 5, 6. No, we can't do that. I have to figure out 6 or fewer. 6 or fewer. But even then, no, I want the number. I don't know how we can get that. You can't. We have 4 choices. You can't get enough. 5, 6, 7, or 8. Would those be the 4, 6, 7, 8, or 9? No, just put how many games you think they're going to win. 1-800-990-3776. I said 7, so I'm at 7 or 8. 7 or 8, 49%. 9 or 10, 39%. Then you have to do a follow-up. What percentage are they going to win? 5, 6, 7, or 8? You can go 9, less than, I don't know. We'll figure that, but it's a number. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. How many have I picked? Pebble, you know how many I've picked.
7 and 10?
7 and 11. Yes. And I said maybe
7
7.5 because I'm on the Vikings, but I'm not. I haven't seen enough to.
And I said 8 and 9.
Yeah, you said 8 and 9, and Tony's at 6. And we can change whenever we want based on different things happening.
We got some more text in here. Homer from the 262 says 10 and 7.
There we go. Now we got it. And then you can add whatever you want.
From Todd and Gurney, text back in says 7 wins, so he's going 7 and 10.
Yeah.
From the 262, 10 and 7 also.
And then if you want, here's the key.
And if you want to go, says 5 and 12.
When you pick the number, it's very helpful if you explain why. All right, I pick it 7 and 10. They just aren't that good. They're too young, and it's the first year of Jordan Love. Now, in the context, what's important is the number goes first because then you have everything else in the context. So that when you hear what I have to say, you're thinking, oh, you picked 7 and 10. That's what's going to stand out. Somebody picks 11 and 6. Then you want to hear after that what makes him think 11 and 6. I think Jordan Love is going to be good. I think their defense is going to be great. You got to come up with some, but your opinion now fits and will be fitted into the number of wins.
A few more here from Junior
so
and Jefferson.
Start with the wins and then go from there. We want more than just the wins, but it starts with the wins because that's your most important opinion.
Junior and Jefferson says Packers will win 11 games and take it to the bank.
Yes.
Colin in Waukesha says 8 and 9, losing the division to the Lions.
Okay, 11 and 6, 8 and 9.
Yep. Charles in Brookfield says 7 and 10. The offense will be worse, but the defense will be much better. And from the 262, 9 and 8, and win the division. The Bears are not going to be the team that people think. Vikings are in a teardown, and the Lions are going to miss Jamal Williams 20 touchdowns.
Standing ovation for those texts. 1-800-990-3776. They got it figured out. This should be a rule for the show, don't you think?
And Connor in the 50s says 8 wins. Minnesota regresses. Detroit wins the division. Chicago once again has 4 wins.
All right, so we got 11 and 6, 8 and 9, 7 and 10, 9 and 8, 8 and 9. And then the appropriate comments based on that. Like if I said exactly the same thing as the guy who said 11 and 6, it would be clear that I don't view those things as that important. Otherwise, I'd have them with more wins than that. Yes, an absolute. Now, this doesn't have to be done every year regarding the Green Bay Packers, but this year, yes. You start with your record, and then you take it from there. 1-800-990-3776. Caller 4, are you a better guesser? We don't have a win yet this week, do we?
We're your 0-4 so far.
0-4 so far. Could change. And, of course, sometime during the show, you'll have a chance to win 2 tickets to the Dave Matthews Band at Summerfest, June the 29th. I got that right?
Correct.
All right. Not now. It'll be a caller number That's the way we do it, and it will be 25 or fewer because I don't want to be mean to Pebble because he actually has enough honesty that he will actually answer that many phones. If I were a producer, it's going to be the sixth person, whatever number you give me. That's right. I cheated as a host producer when giving away prizes because I wasn't going to take that many calls. 1-800-990-3776. Caller 4, are you a better guesser? Next.
Call 800-990-3776. Are you a better guesser is next on 94.5 ESPN and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Even when you think you know what's going on.
We know. I don't have a problem paying for someone else. I just, there's no way. I could get a new weed whacker or a blower. Yeah.
You can never be too sure.
That's $60
Wait, that's the going rate for blowers these days?
Sometimes less, sometimes more. It depends on what you're asking for. Depends on what you get.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Mornings 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN. And available wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
Welcome to Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. May I take your order?
I'd like 9 windows, please.
Of course. All our products are custom made just for you.
I'm hoping they'll match my home.
Of course they can. Have it your way.
Excuse me? We're talking about windows, right?
Yes, we customize any decor. Our design options are virtually limitless, even more customized than your coffee.
So you're like my personal barista for windows and doors.
Exactly. And you couldn't have picked a better time because if you customize your order by August 31st, you can bundle and save big.
Good deal. That was easy.
Thank you. Drive through.
Pella's premium wood windows and patio doors feature distinguished craftsmanship and nearly endless possibilities. Bundle and save when you customize your order by August 31st at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Visit PellaWI.com.
Milwaukee, are you ready for an epic night of boxing? Boxers Make Boxing 3 Fight Night will take place at Pfizer Forum on Saturday, June 24th, featuring the top boxers in the Midwest. Don't miss out on this action-packed event. Buy your tickets today at PfizerForum.com to experience the ultimate fight night in Milwaukee with the best fighters in the region. Boxers Make Boxing 3 Fight Night at Pfizer Forum Saturday, June 24th. Tickets available at PfizerForum.com.
Baseball, grilling, festivals, tan lines, and Saz's. Summer in Wisconsin is the finest, and Saz's Statehouse is the place to be. They've been a Milwaukee staple for almost 50 years, so they know a thing or two about summer fun. Enjoy handcrafted cocktails, festival-famous combo platters on Saz's outdoor patio, or cool off with your friends at their famous round bar. Saz's complimentary shuttles are ready to take you to games and concerts at AmFam Field. Get details at Saz's.com, located at 55th and State. See you at Saz's.
Summerfest 2023, brought to you by the McGuanago Lions Club, is this weekend. Enjoy live music daily along with softball and horseshoe tournaments, carnival rides, food, drinks, fireworks, and free parking. Bring your family to Field Park in McGuanago for Summerfest 2023. Finish the weekend with Sunday's parade at noon, followed by the Classic Car Show. Make plans this weekend to attend Summerfest 2023 at Field Park, Highway 83 and NN in McGuanago.
At Evans Transportation, they love the sounds of Milwaukee baseball. Bats cracking, crowds cheering, brats grilling. And Evans is a big fan of manufacturing runs, both on the diamond and in supply chain management. When manufacturers have accounting, shipping, and tracking needs, they come to Evans. Because just like in baseball, teams who know how to manufacture runs have the best chance of long-term success. Evans in Delafield supports Milwaukee's baseball team. Find them at evanstrans.com.
Right now, our country feels divided, but there's a place where people with different political views and life experiences are coming together through the power of conversation, and it feels good. Hear more at lovehasnolabels.com/one-small-step. A message from StoryCorps, Love Has No Labels, and the Ad Council.
The award-winning 1017 The Truth is excited to be back celebrating the 52nd annual Juneteenth celebration in Milwaukee. Make sure you come down on Monday, June 19th, as we will be broadcasting live from the Juneteenth celebration from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Stop by our table to play games, win Truth swag, and say what up to your favorite Truth teammates. The 1017 The Truth celebration of Juneteenth is sponsored by Educators Credit Union, Tayback Law, Molson Coors, and Associated Bank.
It is the U.S. Open. They got problems. You don't be ripping up a course of the U.S. Open. And right now, yes, you can quote me, L.A. Country Club is a joke. A joke. Now, maybe they'll make it tougher. Right now, and the leaderboard update brought to you by Pinehurst Resort at Pinehurst. It's someone's U.S. Open every day. Visit pinehurst.com now to plan your stay. I think they have 9 courses at Pinehurst. It's fabulous. Joke. Ricky Fowler through 16 holes is 7 under par. Treating it like it's Curry National. Xander Schauffele, 6 under through 14. Scotty Scheffler, 4 under through 16. Bryson DeChambeau, 3 under through 17. Everybody together now. L.A. Country Club is a joke. We'll see what happens between today and tomorrow. Of course, Brooks Koepka's going to win it, but I don't see where he is. He may have an afternoon. Some of the second group, second half doesn't go off until 2:37. Let's see where Brooks Koepka is. He might shoot 45 if it's that place. Brooks Koepka goes off at 3:54. So it might not be that the U.S. Open, the L.A. Country Club, is a joke for the 4 days. But as of right now, it's a joke. You don't have a player 7 under after 16 or 6 under after 14 in the U.S. Open. Never. If you can find one, let me know. 1-800-990-3776. It's time for Are You a Better Guesser? What's on the line, Pebble?
Entry into a drawing for a $50 gift card to Mars Cheese Castle, which we will draw next Tuesday with the Juneteenth holiday on Monday, so there'll be no show. But right now, we're 0-4 this week. No correct answers yet.
Joining us now is Mike in Hartford. Mike, your resume, please. Something tells me you are a former champion.
No, you are wrong. First time playing.
Wow. Would you like to give him a tip, Pebble? First time playing. He's got a good chance.
Yeah, get it right.
Get it right. There we go. That's so helpful. You ready, Mike?
Yeah, I'm ready.
We are giving away Dave Matthews Band tickets for June 29th at Summerfest. How old is Dave Matthews? 56, 58, or 60? How old is Dave Matthews of the Dave Matthews Band? Not any Dave Matthews. 56, 58, or 60? What do you say? Mike in Hartford looking for his first championship.
I'm going to go with 58.
58 is what Mike in Hartford says. Pebble, do you know this?
I do not know this, but I'm going to take a very educated guess. I don't think he's that old. I think he's 56.
We have Mike in Hartford who says he's 58. Pebble says he's 56. And we don't have the Hall of Famer Tony Smith. He's on assignment, so we don't have the legendary battle between Pebble and the Hall of Famer. Dave Matthews' birthday is January 9th, 1967. He just turned 56. Oh, Mike, you can try again tomorrow, though. You can try again. The record is 3 days in a row. Chef LeBron did it, and in fact, he won the week as well. Thanks for trying, Mike.
So now whoever competes tomorrow, if they get it right, they automatically get the gift card for $50 to Mars Cheese Castle. But if they get it wrong, then the Hall of Famer, when he's back on Tuesday, will draw a
How do you know, like you?
number.
I don't think he's that old. 58 isn't that much older than 56.
No, but I
you
think
nailed it.
of the ones you gave me, I think he was the youngest of those.
All right. If I'd have said 54, 56, or 58.
I probably went 54.
All right. Okay. Good enough. Dave Matthews is 56, and we'll give those tickets out sometime between now and 4. You know what you generally do with something like that? You talk about it the whole time so people will listen, and then when do you give the tickets away?
At the very end of the show.
At the very end of the show. Am I that mean that I would do it that way? We'll find out. It isn't an absolute, but it may become one, and that is you mentioned something about the Packers this season. You got to lead with how many wins you think they're going to have. Ron, you're on 94.5 ESPN.
I believe they're going to go 10-7 and win the division.
Okay, the win the division is a bonus. But as I said, you led with the 10-7. You can add to it whatever you want. As a follow-up question for you, Ron, what has you believing they're going to win 10 games?
I believe their schedule's easier. I believe they'll play better as a team. And we had the Hall of Fame quarterback and we could only win 7, 8, 9 games, let alone, this is going to get me in trouble, I won't use the term, you had the apologist on, you had the esteemed reporter on, who once again was apologizing for him.
He's not apologizing. Why is it apology?
No, not you.
I know, but nothing is an apology. It's just what you think is the reality. It's not.
Hold on, Homer. You said because I gave the answer, I gave the 10 and 7, I could get my piece out.
Yes, you
I knew
can.
you were going to jump on me. Anytime somebody says anything about Jason as being an apologist, you get all over them.
Yes, I don't think it's true.
Hey, today he was apologizing specifically for his hand. This comment, I didn't see anybody else giving him the benefit of the doubt. I didn't see anybody else.
Can I ask you a question?
Ron,
Ron, I'm not. But when I say good things about Aaron Rodgers, am I an apologist for him as well, or not?
No, not the same way.
All right, not the same, because I agree totally with that. I believe that his hand was a problem, and that if healthy, they would have made the playoffs, and he would have been significantly better. I believe, and I will.
That's not what I was apologizing for. What I was saying, Jason, when he makes the specific comment, and other people, they're not giving him the benefit of the doubt like they gave Brett Favre and all of that. Homer, if you can't see the apologist in that.
But good. Well put. And most importantly, Ron, because we got to take a break, thank you. I'll give you a standing ovation because Ron did it right. 10 and 7. Oh, yeah. We got a crowd now. Have you had that crowd all the time, Pebble?
I have, yeah.
Wow, I've never used it. Thanks, Ron. We'll get to everybody else, but we have the top 3 at 3, and we have a sponsor, so we're getting into it almost on time. Next.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Homer and Tony is coming up next, including the top 3 at 3 presented by Saz's Steakhouse on 94.5 ESPN and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Jump into summer fun when the Brewers take on the Pirates Friday, June 16th through Sunday, the 18th. Start the adventure on Indiana Jones Day on the 17th and get a Craig Counsell bobble with a theme night ticket. Then, take home a Brewers Bucket Hat giveaway for the first 10,000 fans ages 21 and up on Father's Day, Sunday the 18th. Presented by Miller Lite. Get your seats at Brewers.com.
This is going to be interesting, so pay attention.
Mountains and trees.
Ducks and hunting dogs.
Dinosaur bones.
Meteorites.
Steel that's carved like the leather stirrups on a Western saddle.
Damascus steel.
Like they make swords out of.
Carbon fiber.
Hardwood.
Manly things.
Hardwood.
You already said that.
I know. I just like the sound of it. Hardwood.
It does have a nice ring to it.
Ring. I see what you did there.
I'm sorry. I got us off track.
Kessler's has wedding bands for men.
Real men.
Made of manly things.
He wants you to wear a big, beautiful diamond so that everyone you meet will know how much he loves you.
Why not insist that he wear something equally cool?
You'll tell your grandkids about the day you went shopping for this wedding band at Kessler's when they ask,
"Where did you get such a cool ring? And what is it made of?"
Welcome to Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you,
go to KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, you're on summer vacation.
Let's go to the castle!
Of course, no road trips without stopping at Mars Cheese Castle.
Grandma loves that cheese!
And your uncle always wants that beer you can't get outside of Wisconsin.
Right off I-94 in Kenosha, Mars Cheese Castle is a must-stop for any road trip. Along with over 1,000 cheeses, Mars has a meat market, bakery, bar, and restaurant. Spreads, curds, sausages, crinkles. Mars Cheese Castle is also the perfect lunch stop on your way out of town. Make today your day to go to Mars. Exit 340 in Kenosha.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Hey, yeah! This is Homer and Tony.
Oh, baby!
You missed our Are You Better Guesser yesterday. It was about aliens.
Really?
The U.S. leads the world in UFO sightings. We were asking which country is second.
Russia. China.
China's third.
Japan.
Nope.
Switzerland.
No.
Mexico.
Oh, my God.
Alabama.
Canada.
Oh, all right. Where's Alabama? I have been called bro by my grandson.
Oh, really?
And you know what I say when he says bro? Bro? The one thing I know I'm not.
Better smack that little fella and say, hey,
no.
Put some respect on my name.
I don't know what it means. All I know is.
Doesn't mean grandpa.
I know what it means. It ain't me. Whatever it is, I'm no bro. Is that correct?
You ain't the bro. I ain't your bro.
I'm not a bro. Not gonna be a bro. I don't know if I was a bro.
I ain't your bro, little fella. Don't get smacked.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue. This is Homer and Tony.
In perfect harmony, because the Hall of Famer himself, Tony Smith, is on assignment. Will it be an absolute when he comes back that you say anything about the Green Bay Packers this season? You have to lead with what you think their record would be so that we can put it in that context to understand how important you think that part of the team actually is. Hey, Jordan Love is going to be great. They're going to be 4-13. Okay, now that we need a little update. There must be more to it. Jordan Love's not going to be good. They're going to be 13-4. All right. Well, then we need to know something else about the team that you've left out with your opinion regarding something on the team. But that will take place after the top 3 at 3.
The best of the best. The pick of the litter, the creme de la creme. This list is as exclusive as it gets.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, let's ride it. It's the top 3 at 3 with Homer and Tony. Presented by Saz's Steakhouse, the place to grab a bite and a brew before the game. Stop by 55th and State for a shuttle to the game. Saz's, the finest.
I should give credit to Ricky Fowler, who now has 10 birdies in the first round of the U.S. Open. So my top 3 at 3 is Ricky Fowler, 10 birdies in the first 17 holes of the U.S. Open. I'd give him more credit if it's not that the L.A. Country Club must be a joke as a U.S. Open site. You got enough room for that, Pebble?
I got enough room, yeah, because we don't have Tony or is doing his top 3 today, so I got plenty of room for that.
Yeah. My top 3 at 3, Ricky Fowler, 10 birdies in the first 17 holes of the U.S. Open, and I would think more of him if the L.A. Country Club wasn't such a joke as a host of the U.S. Open. 10 birdies in 17 holes. I'm not sure he could do that at my famous mention, Curry National. That's Curry in Wauwatosa. Could Ricky Fowler get 10 birdies in 17 holes at Curry? I don't think so. All right, what do you have?
My top 3 story, the Marquette has announced their complete non-conference schedule for men's hoops this coming season. Shaka starts March 3rd season. High expectations coming in, and a pretty daunting, challenging non-conference schedule that features Illinois, it features Wisconsin, Texas coming to Fiserv Forum. It's got the second of the back-to-back games against Notre Dame.
And it's even harder than that when you consider the teams in the Maui Invitational.
Maui Invitational, yes. It's going to feature tons of teams that are going to be most likely in the top 5.
Kansas, Gonzaga.
Top 5 teams. Gonzaga's in there, UCLA,
you got to try to get Chaminade.
Syracuse.
The key is, you want Chaminade. Otherwise, you got no guarantee of even a single win.
That bracket's going to be announced in late July, early August, but pretty daunting, like I said, non-conference schedule for MU coming up, so we'll see how they can get ready for Big East play through that.
Pebble is not required to give the Marquette record before any opinion about Marquette. That applies only to the Green Bay Packers because of the nature of their season, that is with a brand-new quarterback with Jordan Love. 1-800-990-3776, not yet an absolute, though you would agree that that's the way it should be done, Pebble. We just got to get...
I agree, yes.
Yeah. 11-6, 8-9, 7-10, 9-8, 8-9, 10-7. The discussion with Jason Wilde about how positive fans are, I said, I'll find out if they're positive only based on what percentage pick a certain record for the Green Bay Packers. Those who have texted us, I would say that's pretty positive. Maybe it's the average number of wins of all the fans. And our last caller, Ron, 10-7, and threw in, just for you, Homer, they will win the division. 1-800-990-3776. Sean in Sun Prairie. Normally we would have Tim Van Voren, but he was on yesterday. He's on assignment today, so if you would like to listen to what TVV had, you can go to WisconsinOnDemand.com. Actually, you can go to Wisconsin On Demand anytime to listen past or present, and you can also look at me if you go to YouTube and where do you put up just Homer and Tony, and then you'll get it. You can go to other places as well, but YouTube seems to be where most people go. All right, Sean, you're on 94.5 ESPN.
5'10", 185.
Nice.
I think the Packers go 5-12. They have a step back in talent at the QB position. They still have Joe Barry leading a defense that's going to quote unquote get better. I don't think so. And the rookies are still developing. They are going to be worse than last year. I think they finished dead last in the division. And I think Minnesota and Chicago and Detroit will obviously all have better records, but they are going to be formidable opponents than they were last year.
Very good, Sean. And can we get some applause for Sean, of course, other than sneaking in his weight and size? He did give us 5-12 and then various reasons, which make them all legitimate because they are given in the context of 5-12, and every opinion about anything with the Packers must be given in the context of the record, at least just this year. Thanks for the call. 1-800-990-3776. Mike in Texas.
Yes.
Millions are listening.
First of all, I think first of all, if you want to find out how optimistic fans are, I think it's better to ask, do you think they will have a winning season? Yes or no? Obviously, if it's then you can see how positive.
Except I guess that's possible. I think that should be explored. I think you could be positive even if you think they're going to be 8-9, not a winning season. But yes, I think you're right. The one way to do it is to get an idea. Do you think the Packers will have a winning season? We will. We'll steal that and use it. That would be help us in the context of everything. Yes, I think that'll be less than. Will it be less than 50% fans or? Be pretty positive. Yes, I think it will be less than 50%. Pebble, you think will the Packers have a winning season?
Less than 50, definitely.
Less than 50, definitely. All right. Thanks for the help, Mike. So Mike, even before he gives us his record, helps the show. Thank you.
I appreciate it. So I think they'll be 6-11.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it is. I have a hard time believing that they're going to do as great as Rodgers did in his first year, based on comparison that year to this year. I mean, they're so young. There's so much to work on. Love hasn't played with him that many times with the receiver, so they're just really young. Yeah, I guess the bottom line.
Yeah. So young, and under the context, Aaron Rodgers in his first year, 6-10, and it's clear from what that team did a year later that they had some pretty good talent. And yet they were still no better than 6-10. Nicely done. Thanks, Mike. And help for the show. We will use that as the Discount Liquor Twitter poll question.
Got some more text here to the ESPN Milwaukee Talking text line with some records, too, Homer. We got James from Delavan says 10-7, playoffs, NFC Championship game loss. Oh, baby, love is better than anyone thinks. From the 847, 4-13, love stinks, and the defense is meh. Tom in Milwaukee says average QB play last year, average QB play this year.
What was that? I forgot to write it down.
4-13.
I got the 4-13. All right.
Yeah, love stinks and the defense is meh.
Correct.
Tom in Milwaukee, average QB play last year, average QB play this year, 6 wins because the kicker sucks.
Yeah, kicker's going to cost them a game. I agree with that. Whatever you think. Like, if they had Mason Crosby, I would be at 8 wins, not 7.
From the 262, he says 10-7. And from Greg in the 262 says 5-12. Too many, quote, take the money and run guys. Don't trust LaFleur or Barry. Don't use Jones enough. Weak division is only reason for any chance.
What is too many take the money and run guys?
He says too many, quote unquote, take the money and run guys.
I don't know what if you could elaborate on who those are or what that is. I don't know. Is Bakhtiari take the money and run guys? I don't. Or Jair Alexander. I'm not. I'm a little confused on that one. All right. It's 11-6, 8-9, 7-10, 9-8, 8-9, 10-7, 5-12, 6-11, 10-7, 4-13, 6-11, 10-7, 5-12. Proving again, as has been stated, nobody knows for sure, and the range of beliefs as wide as I think it's ever been. Check us out on video. We're now streaming every day. All of your favorite ESPN Wisconsin shows live on video every second, every show, every day. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and WisconsinOnDemand.com. I think YouTube's the best in terms of video. Watch live or on demand, listen, look, live, local at ESPN Milwaukee. And, of course, to me, WisconsinOnDemand.com is the easiest in terms of live listening or past shows. And then YouTube as far as video. It's not only live video, you can actually watch old video, right?
Correct. Yeah, you can go back and take a look at the live streams as well from the past few days.
Why would you want to see the old live video? Seems like when you go back, it'd be easier with audio. But somebody will have an explanation for me. 1-800-990-3776. Whatever you want about the Green Bay Packers. But you better start with the record so that we can put it in context. For example, when the person said 4-13, I'm wondering what's so bad to get them 4-13. Love stinks. If he says they're going to be 8-9 and love stinks, something else must be pretty good to make up for that. He doesn't see anything making up for love stinks. Next.
You were listening to Homer and Tony.
What can we call Homer that's not actually Homer?
I don't.
Home. If R is silent.
Foreigner
Steve
said
the
that.
Home True.
The Home True.
The R is silent. Home.
On 94.5 ESPN and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
A little bit of a backup along eastbound 94 now from about 68th Street all the way through the Stadium Interchange to about 35th. Northbound on 43 slowing down from Fond du Lac Avenue up past Keith. A couple pockets of heavy traffic on the southbound side from Silver Spring down past Hampton Avenue. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, partly cloudy, hazy, a high of 66 at the lake, 74 inland. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 52 at the lake, 47 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Sports Talk fix every day from 4 to 6. It's Scalzo and Brust.
Even if you don't believe it yourself, it seems like the concern is far more that nobody wants to put their name on Jordan Love as opposed to I want to put belief in Jordan Love. So I'll be the first one. I believe in Jordan Love. I believe in Jordan Love in the 2023 NFL season.
Scalzo and Brust. Weekdays 4 to 6 on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Michelob Ultra.
Summer with Saz's. Wonton-wrapped mozzarella sticks, refreshing craft cocktails, crispy sour cream and chive fries, barbecue pulled pork sandwiches, you name it, they've got it. Saz's State House has been a Milwaukee staple for almost 50 years. So grab your friends and come experience the finest for yourself. Join them on their outdoor patio or pull up a seat at Saz's famous Round Bar. Complimentary shuttles are ready to take you to games and concerts at AmFam Field. Located at 55th and State. Learn more at saz's.com.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. All so you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The year is almost half over, and you are still dealing with that knee or hip pain? Enough is enough. Pills are not the answer. Surgery is not the answer. You need to call QC Kinetics today. Hey, it's Tony Smith. The advanced regenerative medicine solutions at QC Kinetics can give you a life without chronic joint pain. You can do all those summer activities you used to enjoy. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in taking healing properties from your own body and applying them right into your achy joint, so your joint tissue can be repaired and restored naturally. This treatment is truly revolutionary, and it's right here in Milwaukee. Patients across America are having life-changing results, and there's no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. If you have pain in your knees, back, shoulders, hips, you need to stop what you're doing right now and call QC Kinetics for a free consultation. Learn how the latest advances in regenerative medicine can give you your life back. Call 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. That's right, folks. Great Lakes Dragway's 2023 race season is in full swing. Come out to see our annual events like Memorial Day Weekend, Labor Day Weekend, Nitro Streetcar Brawl, Import Wars, Larry's Fun Fest, and Bug Fest. Looking for something new and exciting? Come see the Night of Fire Jet Show. Want the track all to yourself? Email or call about a private track rental. Go to GreatLakesDragaway.com for contact information and our full season schedule. Great Lakes Dragaway, just a burnout west of I-94 on County KR. Be there.
Ooh, don't we look good together? There's a reason why.
Talk about the pack. I want a record first. By the way, this summer is packed for the Green and Gold and packed for our Green and Gold content. All week long. Today, day 4 at noon, Gabe Neitzel live on our ESPN Milwaukee social media feeds, talking Green Bay football with some new and unique Packer voices. Packed lunch. Of course, Jordan Love. Rebuild, among the things discussed. This week at noon, that means tomorrow, packed lunch with Gabe Neitzel. Isn't that a special guest? We don't know who that is.
I don't even know who it is. No, it'd be a surprise for everybody.
Live or watch it back later. Everything ESPN or WisconsinOnDemand.com. Isn't that the best place to say it?
Best place to say it, yep. ESPN Wisconsin or
WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Yep.
Sorry, I messed up. WisconsinOnDemand.com. Packed lunch.
You're listening to Homer and Tony on 94.5 ESPN and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Do you think I might be the unknown special guest tomorrow on Packed Lunch? What do you think the chances of that are? Slim and none, and Slim left town. I will not be on Packed Lunch. Who would be my suggestion for Gabe Neitzel? Dave Robinson. He's always a great interview. Packer Hall of Famer. 1-800-990-3776, discussing the Green Bay Packers under the context that I don't care what you think unless you start with what you think the record is going to be, so I can put your analysis in proper context.
We got some more texts here to the ESPN.
Are they living? Are they going by the rules?
They're going by the rules.
Yeah,
Homer.
give them all standing. Give them all a round of applause. We never use that round of applause. Yes, yes.
From Tom in Toma,
I'm writing it down.
15-2.
No, I won't put that down.
With this week's schedule this year, we will once again lose in the NFC Championship game.
All right, can we mention, we do have a 15-2. Dude smoking crack with his grandma. Do you realize 15-2, how much money he can make?
Be on crack.
And this is, who was that again?
Tom in Toma.
Tom in Toma. I think if you bet 100, you win like $8 million if they go 15-2. Now I'll have to look that up. What was $100 you'd win? 4,000? You think it was?
Yeah, I think it was 4,000.
Something like that. I'll look that up.
But
all right.
15-2. Gary from Janesville says 10-7 in playoffs because I said so. Greg in the 262 responded to your quote-unquote take the money and run guys. He says, yes, Homer, big money equals low production. Kenny Clark, Jair Alexander, Devondre Campbell, to name a few.
Yeah, see, I want to make it clear. I don't think low production. I'm just saying I've never felt at time. Now, maybe a little bit in a couple games with Jair, but even with Clark, where you're like, oh, that guy's unstoppable. You know, you can't do anything. Just wow. There haven't been enough wow moments to say now. To be fair to Jair Alexander, twice now he has been second-team All-Pro. Not as good as first, but it's of note. And Terrell Buckley, his coach at Louisville, never made second-team All-Pro, though he did have 50 interceptions.
From the 813 here, 6-11. The offense is too young.
Mm-hmm.
And finally here from Pete Racine says, optimistic. Me says 10. Wins because we have a QB with 8 fingers and 2 working thumbs. I do believe Love is better than what a lot of people believe. The schedule is very favorable, and I feel really good about all the additions via the draft and undrafted dudes. Also, special teams is going to be even better. Kicker is a question mark.
Is this the greatest response we've ever had on text, isn't it? It's pretty close.
Yep.
Do you think, a Discount Liquor Twitter poll question, do you think the Packers will have a winning record? It is 50-50. We'll see how it finishes up. Jeff in Whitefish Bay, you're on 94.5 ESPN.
Yeah, they're going to be Packers 11-6, and obviously a winning record, and they're going to win the division. And I think they're going to like the commonality of a new quarterback, someone who can run the offense the way it's supposed to.
11-6. If you believe that, I'll give you that. You go start looking online because you can get huge money. The Packers win 11-6. And, in fact, you can bet on do you think it'll be 11, 10, or 9 or 10, 11, and 12? You can take all three of those, and you're still going to win huge money. If you were going to take two other than 11, what numbers would you take? Because you got to hit it exactly. Would you take 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13?
Yeah, 9, 10, 11.
9, 10, 11. Okay, got it.
Yep.
Be listening to the show. I can make you huge money if you're right.
All right, I will.
1-800-990-3776. I have to look that up again. I forgot to do that. We have all... and now the L.A. Country Club is a joke for a site of the U.S. Open. I think Ricky Fowler now has 10 birdies. I'll have to check to see what his final score. I think he's 8 under par with 10 birdies. You can't get 10 birdies at the U.S. Open. If you can, then they should have Curry be the host of the U.S. Open. Yeah, Ricky Fowler finished at 8 under. He had 10 birdies and 2 bogeys. I hope the people at the L.A. Country Club have a press conference and apologize. Dan in Cudahy, you're on 94.5 ESPN the first day. The new absolute, which we assume that the Hall of Famer Tony Smith will agree with. You don't be talking about the Green Bay Packers unless you tell us how many wins they're going to have first. Yes, Dan.
All right, we're going 10-7 this year. I think Jordan Love is just as good as Aaron Rodgers with a broken thumb.
Okay. That's 2 more wins than they had last year. All right. All right.
Yep. I think we win both Lions games with Jordan Love in there last year.
Okay. Anything else you want to add? So far, so good. And
Ricky.
I want to tell you, Ricky, joke of course. Hey, play the rest of the U.S. Open at Curry National. If a guy's going to make 10 birdies, you might as well. Dretzky would be too tough. 10-7. And understand, Dan, you need to look at the numbers I'm going to give everybody because you can make big money if you actually believe that that's going to take place. Thanks for the call. We're here to help. I think that Jason may end up being right when he said that the Packers fans are really optimistic because the last 5, 6 that we have had, 15, of course, smoking crack with his grandma, or he's going to win thousands of dollars. 10-7, 6-11, 10-7, 11-6, 10-7. 5 of the last 6 have been 10-7 or better.
JD and Fondy Texan says 2-15. We will lose many games by 3 to 7 points.
All right, now 2-15. Who is that again? Jay?
It was JD and Fondy.
And Fondy, again, there's huge money to be made on that. If you go 2, and again, I'm telling everybody on these things, you can pick 3 numbers. He can go 1, 2, and 3, 2, 3, and 4, and cover yourself. Because to win the money on, the way I'm trying to help make you rich, you have to hit the number exact. 1-800-990-3776. Give everybody a round of applause. Never has the audience listened and done exactly what we said better. Yeah. How many wins they're going to have? When somebody says 2-15, then in that context, I want to know why. How you can win money if you're the minority, either lots of wins or very few wins. Next.
More of Homer and Tony next on 94.5 ESPN.
Things are starting off a little bit tight on the northbound side of 43 through the construction zone, basically from before Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up to about Keefe. It's going to be a tight squeeze. On the westbound side of 94, 35th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard is going to be a bit heavy. We also have some delays along northbound 41 from Wisconsin Avenue up past Swan Boulevard. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 55 at the lake, 48 inland. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, a little bit of a haze or smoke with a high of 70 at the lakefront, 76 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
John Reitz from Great Midwest Bank, and I've said it before. Life happens. For nearly 90 years, Great Midwest Bank has made the home loan process predictable through all those ups and downs. And today, GMB's simple and personalized approach to locally serviced, affordable home equity loans can turn your home's value into cash for whatever you want. Whatever your lending need, it's just a few clicks away. Apply online at greatmidwestbank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
Oh, I cracked the hull of my new ski boat today.
Oh my gosh, why'd you do that?
It's not like I was trying to do it, you know.
Sorry, that's rough, my bad, bro. Did anyone witness this epic fail?
Yes, there's videos galore, and now I'm a meme.
Accidents don't just happen in sea shanties, so Progressive Boat Insurance has you covered. Take as little as 4 minutes to see what you can save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Covered subject to policy terms and not available for all boats or in all situations.
Kelley Blue Book is the one-stop shop for pricing, fixing, selling, and instant cash offering. Instant Cash Offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the its, KBB.com.
Mulligan's Irish Pub and Grill in Franklin provides the comfort of an Irish pub with the exciting atmosphere of a sports bar. Locally owned and operated, Mulligan's has 21 HD TVs for you to watch all the big games. Try their award-winning food, including Milwaukee's best chili, Irish lamb stew, and pub specialties. Enjoy the outdoor patio this summer at Mulligan's, voted Milwaukee's best happy hour and best Irish pub. A fun place to be on game day or any day. It's Mulligan's Irish Pub and Grill on 27th Street in Franklin, where everyone gets an extra stroke.
Over the past year, we've been hard at work improving our sales processes, expanding and remodeling our facilities, investing in new technology, and continuing our commitment to serve our customers, employees, and community. That's why at Boucher, when our customers leave the dealership, we hope we've made a customer for life. Whether you're in need of a new vehicle, are stopping in for routine maintenance, or are in need of collision work, we will be here to help. With 20 locations throughout southeastern Wisconsin and 30 brands, we've got thousands of new and used vehicles for you to choose from. Our dedicated employees have been named a 2022 top workplace for the past 11 years, and we always have been and will continue to be family-owned and operated. Proud to be your Wisconsin family dealership group since 1977. Visit us today at Boucher.com.
Baseball's most storied rivalry hits Beantown this weekend.
Carter Falefa at the track, at the wall, gone! Devers gets call again!
On Saturday night, the Yankees visit the Red Sox looking to make ground in the AL East standings.
And he hits a high drive to left field. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. Second deck. It's a Stantonian home run.
Coverage starts Saturday night at 5:30, right here on Milwaukee's home for the biggest national MLB games of the week. 94.5 ESPN. It's Homer and Tony on 94.5 ESPN.
Take the ride, there's a party over there that ain't no job. It's live, it's all the way live. Don't even have to walk, don't even have to drive. Just slide, slippity slide. Just forget about the troubles in your life.
The Hall of Famer Tony Smith on assignment. I'm Homer. I have no idea what song. Was that on Tony's, or did you just put that in?
It was Tony's.
Hey, what do you think? What is it called?
I have nothing to do with the music. Should be of no surprise to anyone. Mentioning my saying that the L.A. Country Club is a joke. Given that Ricky Fowler is 8 under 10 birdies. Aaron Hills gave up -7 to Ricky Fowler after round 1 in 2017. Koepka's winning score was 16. Do you agree that Aaron Hills was a joke to hold a U.S. Open? Yes. They did not have the course tough enough. Had they changed a couple par 5s into par 4s, that would have changed it. But yes, as far as a U.S. Open standard, Aaron Hills was a joke. Does that mean Aaron Hills is a joke? No. It means they did not understand properly how good the players are, just like the first time Whistling Straits had, I think it was the PGA, and day one they put up incredible numbers, and Herb Kohler got together with everybody and said, The hell's going on? They didn't change the course at all. They thought it would be tough enough, and they did whatever they had to. So the scores weren't so low the rest few days. I would assume the LA Country Club will do the same. But yes, 16 under is a joke for a U.S. Open. Doesn't mean the course is a joke. It means the people setting up the course were a joke and messed up. Do you think the Packers will have a winning record? 55% say yes, 45% say no. And, of course, all day I've been talking about, we're going to do this every day. We have 2 tickets to Dave Matthews Summerfest, June 29th. Is that right? Every day of the show from now until...
in June 22nd.
Oh, okay.
During the 2 to 4 hour during our show.
Yeah, which we've never had anything this good to give away before. So thanks to who's ever in charge. Who do we thank for having a good...
This is our crack sales team, Homer. They're the ones that got the deal for us.
And, of course, you would know that in hopes that you would listen to the entire show to get the tickets, you would think the tickets would be given away at the end of the show. Problem is, if all of a sudden I decide to do it differently and you start listening toward the end of the show and you're late, it's over. So what's the only possible way to appropriately give yourself the best chance to win tickets every day for Dave and Matthews?
Listen entirely from 2 to 4.
There you go. Yep. Live from 2 to 4. 1-800-990-3776 discussing the Green Bay Packers, and every comment is made in the context of your record and what you think they'll have. And I think I'm going to end up being wrong and not positive enough about Packer fans, as Jason Wilde said, believing about the Green Bay Packers. Do you think they'll have a winning record? We're now at 52% for yes. Again, your selection, I'll add up all the ones that we have so far, and the majority of them. Here's 5-12. They beat the Raiders, Steelers, Bucks, Panthers, Bears at home. 5-12, 6-7. I don't think we can count 6-7. Maybe that's the number of wins, 6 or 7. That doesn't count. 4 or 13 or 5-12. I just want to hit them with a baseball bat. What is hard about one record? Is there? And it isn't, because most people get it. 4-13 or 5-12. Let's see what other ones we have here. Packer quarterback Jordan Love says, I think we got a great team. Do you agree or disagree? 65% agree. 35% disagree. 65% agree. Jordan Love says, I think we got a great team. Apparently, Jordan Love can say anything. If Jordan Love said, I think Homer should be president of the United States, do you agree or disagree with Love? Maybe he agreed and get 65% there. He says we got a great team. 65% agree. That's like Lindy Infante supposedly being picked as the greatest coach in the history of the Green Bay Packers. I don't believe that's legit. All right, how many games do you believe the Packers will win in 2023? 11 or more, 5%. This is for Jason Wilde. 9 or 10, 39%. 7 or 8, 46%. 6 or fewer, 9%. That would mean the Packer fans have them right about 500. 8 and 9, 9 and 8, 500, and isn't going to be 500 because they have 17 games. Now, your chance to make money. So somebody said the Packers are going to go 15-2. If you believe that, you can bet $100 on the Packers winning 13, 14, and 15 games. That means you'll pay $300. If the Packers win exactly 13, you will win $2,300. If the Packers win exactly 14, you will win $4,300. If the Packers win exactly 15, as was it Tom that said it, he would win $7,800. So, if you actually believe that, I'd ante up $300. If I believed in you, I'd ante up the $300. We also have an individual who picked the Packers to go 2-15. They're not going to make as much money, but you put $300 down, and you got 100 on 2, 100 on 3, and 100 on 4. If the Packers win 4 games, you will win $900. If the Packers win exactly 3 games, you will win $1,400. If the Packers win exactly 2 games, you will win $3,100. What does that tell you? You win significantly more money if the Packers win 14 games versus 2. The odds of them winning 2 games are obviously better than the odds of them losing 2 games, because you would win if they lose only 2 games about 3 times as much money. Again, those are for the weird bets. Now, if you're 10-7, 8-9, 9-8, again, you're going to win money, and you don't even have to hit it exactly. Just have to decide which 3 numbers you're going to take. 8, 9, and 10. I have 7 and 10. If I take 3 numbers, I'll go 6, 7, and 8. Pebble, you have 8 wins,
8
right?
8 9, yeah.
All right. 8, 9. So if you were going to take 3 numbers, knowing that you win if any of one of the 3s, which direction
7,
would you
8,
go?
9.
7, 8, and 9. Let me write that down. Yeah. 7, 8, and 9, Pebble. I am 6, 7, and 8. So we're the same. We just put ours in the middle, right? We think
Correct,
we're right.
yes.
1-800-990-3776. Greatest performance by the audience. Never have they listened to what I asked like today. The record first. And it would appear, as Jason suggested, I disagree with him, but I think I'm going to be wrong, that people are generally optimistic. How do we determine optimistic? Vegas says 7.5 wins. Packer fans certainly voting above that. That's the definition of optimistic. And how optimistic? Based on how much higher they are than 7.5. And if you really believe it, winner, winner, chicken dinner, you got easy money. Not as easy as the money I thought with Florida getting beaten at home in Game 4 of the Stanley Cup by Las Vegas. But big money if you believe as strongly as you say and are correct. A few more texts and callers. Record first. Green Bay Packers. Oh, and Bradley Beal, they're saying the Bucks and, who is it, Miami?
The Heat, yes. They're saying the Heat is the favorite to land Beal.
Yeah,
in a possible trade.
Yeah, I just can't see. I mean, if they get Bradley Beal, then you have to get rid of either Holiday or Middleton, I would assume. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll address that. I'm not taking that real seriously. I'm not a... Bradley Beal can score, but I'm not sure... I would assume if you had Beal, then you wouldn't have Middleton. That would be the closest comparison to me. Both are scorers. Maybe Beal can score a little bit better. I don't think he's good defensively. I'm not anticipating it happening, but that is what's being said. We'll have a discount liquor poll question maybe tomorrow. If one of these players has to be traded, which would you prefer, Drew Holiday or Chris Middleton? Remember that, Pebble, because we'll use it tomorrow. I don't need it today. Next.
Full show podcast, interviews, and special content is available right now at WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Can I come back on, or is it too late? Yeah, I forgot. Such a fail. I'm not used to having tickets to give away. Caller number, Pebble's been so good today. Caller number 13. Caller 13 will get 2 tickets to Dave Matthews at Summerfest June 29th. You don't have to do anything but be the correct caller. What number did I say again, Pebble?
13.
13th caller, 1-800-990-3776. Now, take 2 next.
Full show podcast, interviews, and special content is available right now at WisconsinOnDemand.com. This is Homer and Tony on 94.5 ESPN.
The award-winning 101.7 The Truth is excited to be back celebrating the 52nd annual Juneteenth celebration in Milwaukee. Make sure you come down on Monday, June 19th, as we will be broadcasting live from the Juneteenth celebration from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Stop by our table to play games, win Truth swag, and say what up to your favorite Truth teammates. The 101.7 The Truth celebration of Juneteenth is sponsored by Educators Credit Union, Tayback Law, Molson Coors, and Associated Bank.
Hey, you're on summer vacation.
Let's go to the castle.
Of course, no road trips without stopping at Mars Cheese Castle.
Grandma loves that cheese.
And your uncle always wants that beer you can't get outside of Wisconsin.
Right off I-94 in Kenosha, Mars Cheese Castle is a must-stop for any road trip. Along with over 1,000 cheeses, Mars has a meat market, bakery, bar, and restaurant. Spreads, curds, sausages, crinkles. Mars Cheese Castle is also the perfect lunch stop on your way out of town. Make today your day to go to Mars. Exit 340 in Kenosha.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings. Discount Liquor.
Father's Day is Sunday. Looking for the right gift for Dad? Whether it's a unique craft beer, hard-to-find whiskey, or a spectacular bottle of wine, we've got you covered. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor, where since 1960, we have provided the best selection and the lowest prices in town. We stock literally thousands of varieties of beer, liquor, wine, and mixers. Over 15,000 actually, but who's counting? The point is, you want it, odds are we have it. Combine our incredible selection and everyday low prices with our 2 convenient locations, and you've got your one-stop shop for Father's Day. Discount Liquor on 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and in Barstow and Maine in downtown Waukesha.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings. Discount Liquor.
See our specials at discountliquorinc.com, and happy Father's Day.
Life is supposed to be fun. With Best Burger Awards in the trophy case, peanuts raining from the ceiling, and boozy custard shakes, AJ Bombers is just plain fun. Located on Water Street in downtown Milwaukee, AJ Bombers is the perfect place for pregame grub. Prefer to watch the game from a bar stool? Enjoy great views from multiple flat-screen TVs while you cheer on Milwaukee's home teams with a smash-style burger and fried cheese curds. Visit AJ Bombers on Water Street or check out ajbombers.com.
Wade versus Diener, a 3-day event that will feature activities where Dwayne Wade and Travis Diener will compete with your help to raise the most money for local youth literacy programs. Mark your calendars for July 23rd for a tee-off party hosted by Wade and Diener with giant beer pong, Jenga, bags, local food trucks, drinks, and more at Discovery World. Don't miss this opportunity to join these NBA stars as they give back to the Milwaukee community through their shared love of basketball and fundraising for youth literacy. Register at wadevsdiener.givesmart.com.
The Club at Lac La Belle is the birthplace of golf in Wisconsin, with a rich history you will feel once you arrive. Experience a round at the Club at Lac La Belle. The redesigned course is open to the public 7 days a week. Schedule your tee time today at clubatlaclabelle.com. This is a golf destination that you will want to play over and over again, and enjoy fine dining and event space after your round. An historic past meets a vibrant future. Go to clubatlaclabelle.com to start your journey.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance. No matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto coverage at the right price. You'll also save up to 23% when you bundle auto with home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Homer and Tony on 94.5 ESPN. Missed any of the show? Find us on Wisconsin On Demand or wherever you get your podcasts. It's free, it's everywhere, and it's for you.
I feel it coming, babe. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, babe. I feel it coming.
1-800-990-3776 if you wish to participate in what may be an absolute given this Packer season. We want to know the record you have for the Packers before you hear your opinions about various things regarding the Packers.
Couple more texts here to the ESPN Milwaukee Talking text line.
I'm ready.
990-3776.
Any more 2 and 15s?
Not that I've seen. No, from
Okay.
Jordan in St. Francis. He says 9-8. The schedule is favorable. Love is actually working in the offseason with his receivers. The defense will win some games, but the special teams kicker will lose a game or two. This would be a good first year for Jordan.
Wow, so
Love.
he sees them even better than 9-8, but the kicker with Mason Crosby, 10-7. Wow. All right.
Steve from the 262 says, Homer, you should do a poll. Who will have more wins, Jets or the Packers? I think Packers.
Again, I guess it matters, the Jets, because it affects the Packers' draft choice. But if the Jets win 15 and the Packers win 14, does the Jets number really even matter? Again, the Jets matter only, not relative to the Packers. But you want the fewest wins for the Jets because Packers get a better pick, assuming Aaron Rodgers plays 65%. All right, 9-8. What'd they say? Or we can think about that.
David Mount Pleasant says 8-7-2. He's got 2 ties in there, apparently.
Oh, what a knucklehead. Come on.
And then let's see from the 262 also 7.
I'm picking 3, 3, and 11.
Okay, 11 ties, got it. And finally from the 262, 7 and 10 being optimistic, in my opinion. Unproven QB, kicker, wide receivers, and tight end. Youth and Joe Barry. Hashtag fire Joe Barry. Is Ron, who calls in and thinks Wildy's apologist, actually Tony Smith?
What? I don't know. What was the end? I didn't get
Is
that.
Ron, who calls in before and who calls Wildy the apologist, he says, is Ron, who calls in and thinks Wildy is an Aaron Rodgers apologist, actually Tony Smith?
Oh. No, it is not Tony Smith because Ron has called in when Tony was here. Tony said, not Tony, Ron said, I think the Packers were going to be 10-7, win the division. Schedule is easier, better as a team. 1-800-990-3776. Again, gave away our 2 Dave Matthews tickets.
We did. Congratulations to Casey. He's taking home the 2 tickets to Dave Matthews Band on June 29th. We'll have more chances to win over the next few days until June 22nd between 2 and 4 right here on Homer and Tony.
Yeah, and it's understandable if you're skeptical because we generally don't have anything to give away, but we do today.
Anyway.
By the way, just to show you that L.A. Country Club is a joke for the U.S. Open, do you know what the record was for lowest score in a U.S. Open round?
What?
63. Ricky Fowler already has a 62, and Xander Schauffele is close to getting a 62. Now, to be fair, that's a little bit disingenuous because the par can be different. For example, you could have a par 72 and you shoot 63. That would mean 9 under par. 62, if the par was 70, that is only 8 under par, which is actually the case. The fact that they're shooting 8 under on a par 70 is unbelievable. Generally, when you have a lower par, it's more difficult because you're not having as many par 5s. And when Aaron Hills had the scores we talked about, 16 under, that was, again, on a par 72. If Aaron Hills had simply turned a couple of 5s into par 4s, then the winning score would have been much more reasonable at -8. So those in charge of the USGA did their joke as far as the course they set up with Aaron Hills. I would hope Aaron Hills gets another one, and they can change it into a par 70, and then the winning score will be 8 under or even less, which is what it should be for a U.S. Open. U.S. Open, the winning score, unless weather is a factor and it's raining or whatever, should never be that low. That's the whole point of the U.S. Open. There have been some years in which the U.S. Open winning score was over par. We have 162 and maybe another 62 still to come. I mean, Ricky Fowler had 10 birdies, I think. Yes, I know he did because he had 2 bogeys. 10 out of 18 birdies. Do you think the Packers will have a winning record? It is now up to 52% that they will. Which was the best story in today's top 3? That's not our Discount Liquor Twitter poll question.
That's just for us.
That's for us. Quarterback Jordan Love says, I think we got a great team. Do you agree or disagree? 66% agree.
Yeah.
I need another species. We have a great team. 66% agree. Now, again, in the context, 66%, they must not determine great team by record. All right, if 66% say they're going to have a great team, that would mean 66% mean they're going to win at least 10 games. If you have a great team, don't you have to win at least 10 out of 17? What would you say?
Not only that, we have to win the division.
I guess, but what defines a great team? And again, we don't know because we didn't ask that, but we certainly will now. All right. I want to know which is more important. Any information about Giannis and his contract extension or anything that Jordan Love says or does. Giannis is winning easily at 73%. Jordan Love, 27%. Apparently, there is a limit to the love for the Green Bay Packers. 1-800-990-3776. Tomorrow, we'll have more tickets for the Dave Matthews Band being at Summerfest on June 29th. Pebble is the smart one. He knows how old Dave Matthews is. How old is he again? Do you remember?
55, I believe. Right?
58.
58.
You're not even old, and your memory isn't that good. All right, I needed a little more Jordan Love. Let's play it again so people know what he said. I think we got a great team. Want to make sure we put it in its context. Not that it'll help.
I think we got a good. I think we got a great team. I think we got a good offense, a young offense, and we have a lot of work to keep putting in, keep building together. And I think we have really good defense. That once we get everybody back and healthy, we'll be really good.
Jordan Love, I think we got a great team. Play it again, Pebble.
I think we got a great team. I think we got a good offense, a young offense, and we have a lot of work to keep putting in, keep building together. And I think we have really good defense. That once we get everybody back and healthy, we'll be really good.
How much time do we have left on the show? What was the other one? He mentioned Jason did that they're
thinks the sky's the limit.
Yeah,
for
the sky.
offense.
Let's get the sky's the limit too.
No, I think we got playmakers on offense. I think all the weapons we have at receiver and both tight end, and then running back as well. We got guys that can make plays. They're catching the ball really well right now, and I think once everybody just gets rolling, gets comfortable with the offense, and being where they need to be every play, that the sky's the limit for us.
The sky's the limit for us, and
a very versatile offense too, Homer.
Yeah, it does. We have, like you said, we have running backs that can catch the ball in the backfield, run routes, things like that. We added a couple of really fast tight ends, so just being able to stretch the field with them, and then obviously we have some really fast receivers too. So it just, like you said, it stresses defense, makes them focus on everybody. At the same time, I don't think we have that one player that right now is like, oh, this is who we have to go to the ball or throw the ball to on maybe third down or things like that. So, defense might really not know who to focus on third down, things like that. So I think that all ties in and will help us out.
All right, one more time. I think we got a great team, Jordan Love.
I think we got a great team. I think we got a good offense, a young offense, and we have a lot of work to keep putting in, keep building together. And I think we have really good defense. That once we get everybody back and healthy, we'll be really good.
Jason will probably talk about it tomorrow, the positivity, or how positive Packer fans are. But how many games will they win? 7 or 8. The leader at 46%. 9 or 10, 38%. Seems to me Packer fans say they're a 500 team. Is that a great team, Jordan Love? Close, please.
I don't have to do nothing but stay black and die. White people!
I will bet anybody.
I can't do it. We'll do it live! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Thing sucks!